Give me a second.
Okay.
Davinci. No, we keep our eyes on him.
Yes.
He has nowhere to go.
Turn around.
Oh god, I'm not 3D, you freaking bastard. I saw that coming actually, but it was just a matter of time. You see, editing is an unknown world where you might get lost. Every app you use serves as a guide to the real treasure, and that's the art of editing itself. It may sound controversial, but the skill of editing is more valuable than the tools you use. And if you say that out loud, you might get caught and ended up in prison, just like me. Well, I'm not going to back off, so let's make some cool animations in CapCut. We're going to make the animated characters that I and many YouTubers use. First, you'll need some character poses, which you can find on websites like Vecteezy and FreePic. I recommend downloading as many as you can, editing them, and keeping them organized in a folder for easy access. If you download your character from FreePic, you can simply remove the background and save it as a PNG. Then, use PhotoP to replace the logo on the character's head and save each version as a PNG file. Will that guy ever wonder where I am? And my mother? Have I been left alone in this cold prison forever? This is that guy. Anyway, let's get back to CapCut. We just need 4 elements to create this scene. 2 characters with different poses, a background, and the video footage you want to use. Now, add the background and your first pose to the CapCut timeline. We're going to give the character an animation where they come up from the bottom of the screen with a slight shake or bounce. Because if you just use a simple keyframe for the position, it looks too basic.
Yeah, basic.
Start by changing the rotation to 2, then grab the character and move it down until it's completely off the screen and create your first keyframe. Move 5 to 7 frames forward, change the rotation to -2 and scale up by about 3%. Then move your character up onto the screen to the spot where you want them to land. Move forward by 1 frame, change the rotation to 2, and scale down by 3% for your third keyframe. Now, this part is tricky, and I want you to understand why we're doing this. If I put all the keyframes too close together, the eye can't catch the movement properly. That's why I use the 1, 2, 3 rule. After the character comes onto the screen, I create a keyframe just 1 frame forward. Now, to smooth it out, I go 2 frames forward, change the rotation to -1, and create the 4th keyframe. Finally, I go 3 frames forward, change the rotation to 0, and create the last keyframe. Also, giving the opposite amount of rotation, position, or even scale in different keyframes can create a bounce effect. Now, since we want to move the character up, go 1 to 2 seconds forward and create a keyframe with the character in its current position. Then, move 4 to 6 frames forward, move your character to where you want it to land, and create another keyframe. Right-click on the clip and select Show Keyframe Animation. Then, right-click on the last keyframe for the X position and choose Graph, followed by Ease Out 3. Now, grab the handle and move it as far left as possible. Do the same for the Y position. Let me explain the difference between Ease Out and Ease In. It's actually very simple. Ease Out means fast at first, then slows down as it reaches the final position. Ease In means slow at first, then speeds up as it moves. You can choose the one that fits your animation. Now, copy your layer and paste it above the original layer. Add the second character by replacing the top layer. Now we have 2 poses with the same scale and animations. Create a compound clip for each layer. What we're going to do is bring the handle to the middle of the animation, right where the first pose is moving, just before it lands in the second position. Now cut both layers. Delete the first part of the second layer and delete the second part of the first layer. That's how your character changes poses smoothly while moving. You can also add a motion blur of about 10% to each layer. Now, select both layers and create a compound clip.
That guy, where are ya?
I look good in orange. Add your video footage to the timeline and scale it down to the desired size. Then, drag it and place it behind the character layers. We're going to add rounded corners and a frame to the video. Go to the Mask tool and choose Rectangle. Now, extend the mask and increase the round corner option. Duplicate the layer and select the one behind. Increase the scale slightly. Then, go to the Adjustment section and max out the exposure, highlights, shadows, and whites. Also, change the temperature of the layer to yellow. Finally, select both layers and create a compound clip. We're going to animate this layer as well, so select the layer, move 5 to 7 frames forward, and in the still position, create a keyframe. Next, go to the beginning of the clip. Move the object off screen to the left and set the another keyframe. Now, right-click and choose Show Keyframe Animation. Open the graphs for the X position and select Ease Out 3. Grab the handle and move it to the left. Let's just move the keyframes a couple of frames forward for better results. Now, as the character moves, we'll animate the footage as well. In the middle of the character's animation, create a keyframe for the footage. Then, a couple of frames later, move the footage to the right and create another keyframe. Open the keyframes graph, select Ease Out 3, and adjust the graph for this keyframe too. Now, select all the layers, trim them, and create a compound clip. In the effects, search for Rebound Swing, drag it onto the layer and change the size to 10. And we're finished. And just like that, with knowing some skills, we can... Or you can just use AutoAE. They provide ready-made hooks that you can easily customize online and download. Plus, you get access to all the creator styles, including mine, Isaac's, Digital Income Project, and AutoAE. The best part is that the prices are super affordable, and with the yearly plan, you get 50% off. So yeah, he's the hero who saved me. Oh, why? What the hell is wrong with you? I'm trying to advertise you, god damn it.